What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Big Sean, coming at you with today's obesity beatdown weigh-in. Man, today is the day, guys. I'm going to get right to it. I can't even tell you how happy I am right now, guys. I needed this victory so bad. I stepped on the scale this morning. This week, I lost 3 pounds, which puts me at 102 pounds lost in 6 months, guys. 102 pounds lost in 6 months, guys. I feel fantastic. I can't wait, guys. I cannot wait. My next goal is to get out of the 400s forever. So 399, here I come. I cannot wait. My beautiful wife is killing it. She's lost 70 plus pounds herself. On top of it, we are headed. It's so messed up that we are headed the direction to be the best shape of our lives in our 40s. Never ever saw this coming. Never saw this coming. Uh I I, I don't know. I cannot wait to see what the next 6 months bring. I mean, I'll admit the first time when I posted some comparison photos after like 4 months or something like that. I mean, there was some changes, but I didn't see any miraculous changes. You guys were way more supportive than I personally felt. It's hard to look at yourself in the mirror. But I can't even deny these. I can't even deny these. Not only am I 102 pounds down, I'm a shirt size down. In my secondary pictures, I was wearing a shirt a size smaller than what I was wearing in the first shirt, in the first picture 6 months ago. Um, you know, I don't even know what to say. I really don't. I am so excited. I needed this victory so badly. This is a huge boost in my morale. This is a huge propulsion forward to continue on with this awesome journey. And I hope that you guys follow along, continue following along this amazing journey I'm going on. I'm discovering a lot of stuff about myself. My mental well being is so much better. My physical well being is so much better. I feel like I'm in control of my life for once, and that is a powerful feeling when you're coming from such a dark, deep place. I'm not proud of the fact that I started this off at 524 pounds, but I'm proud as fuck that I'm 102 pounds down from that. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I'm not proud that I had become just, I was just basically living from day to day. I wasn't doing anything else. I was just basically hanging on. And, you know, I want to, I want to tell you a story so that you know that it's okay. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to share your feelings, and that's how you start healing. I If you watch my first video, you'll see my very first video on here involving my weight loss. You'll see that I was emotional, and I made a change 6 months ago. I woke up on that Sunday, and I didn't know where that Sunday was going to take me. But as I was sitting in that parking lot, seeing my wife bob around from aisle to aisle inside of Shop and Save or Schnucks or whatever you want to call it, everything kind of came to a head, and that's when I picked up the phone and I started recording my feelings. Then my uncle, very very sick with cancer, and he didn't have a choice in the matter. And my uncle is somebody. If you don't know my uncle Timmy, you he is a guy that lives for the moment, loves to enjoy life, loves camping, loves being outdoors, loves tinkering with cars. He's a very very full of life person. And For somebody like that to get some kind of a sickness that's out of his control really made me look at myself in a situation where I was wasting my life. I had become so obese that I couldn't get around in the store, that I wasn't enjoying things that I loved anymore. I wasn't I wasn't walking around in car shows. I wasn't working on my own cars. I'm very blessed and fortunate to have had some great people as support systems. I mean, if it wasn't for my beautiful wife Jill, my best friend TJ, uh, the awesome staff and people at Clean Eats, and all the support of everybody that's been there for me. You know, my family, everybody. I don't want to leave anybody out. I don't want anyone to get offended, because there's so many awesome people that are in my corner. But on the day to day, people like my wife and TJ picked up the slack for me. And so did Gary, my other employee, and but TJ did a lot of things for me personally, and so did some of my other friends, to help me so that I didn't miss out on things that were going on when we were building the 64 Impala and different stuff like that. He was my muscles. He got on the ground for me, and my wife had my back, obviously participating in this all the way through. But prior to that, when I was heavy, she was doing everything. She was the husband and the wife. She was cooking dinner. She was taking out the trash. She was doing the shopping, and I was just watching from the sidelines. I become so depressed about being a burden on the people that I cared about, that I didn't want to live anymore. I was very suicidal, and something was going to happen. And if I wouldn't have got stuck up with insomnia and binge watched 600 Pound Life on top of all the other things that I was feeling and dealing with, all those emotions came to a head. And there was a young man on one of the episodes of 600 Pound Life that only weighed 65 pounds more than I did at my current weight. And about mid episode, he passed away. And he left behind a lot of people that cared about him, and a lot of people that were picking up the pieces while he was sick, while he got more and more obese. Because see, here's the problem, guys. Once you get to the point where I was, where you're just bouncing from couch to couch, and couch to your car seat to back to sitting down again, I was steps away from being immobile. And once you get to that point, your weight just balloons, because you're still eating the same. You're moving less and less and less, and it's just a huge snowball effect at that point. And I was so close to not being able to leave the house. I couldn't let that happen. And all those feelings, and on that episode, that gentleman that passed away, he left behind a wife that cared about him dearly. But what he didn't know is that in the interviews behind his back on the camera, she was talking about how stressed she was, and about how she had become more of a caregiver than a wife, and that she was stressed and she couldn't stand to see him killing himself like that anymore. Well, guys, that was Sean. That was Sean. Okay, that was me. And I seen that gentleman lost his life, and I seen the struggles that my uncle was going through, and I couldn't do it anymore. And so I made a decision that Sunday that when I woke up Monday, I was going to make a change. I had been in close contact with Don from Clean Eats, and Don. If you don't know, Don Vardy and Yvonne Vardy are the creators of Clean Eats, the company, and they started in a little cafe when we first met them years ago in Bethalto, called Low Cal Cafe, and that's where we first met them. I've been struggling with my weight for a long time. This is the first time that I've ever lost this much amount of weight, and this is the first time that I've actually had full control over my obesity. But I was worried because there wasn't any Clean Eats in the area, and I knew that that's how I was able to lose some weight before, was with Yvonne's recipes at Low Cal Cafe, and that was when her and Don they had really kind of just got together. Don was running a boot camp in the little building next door in Bethalto. He was exercising, having like boot camp classes and things like that, and But when they moved away, there was a void for a long time where there wasn't any low-cal cafes, there wasn't any healthy options in the area, and I kind of spiraled out of control in that time. And but I had been visiting with Don, or I had been communicating with Don through messaging about when the Edwardsville location was going to open, and he kept promising me and promising me. And Don was so dedicated to helping me save my life that before they had an option to mail meals, around the country packed on dry ice like they do now, they have, if there's not a Clean Eats in your area, you can contact Clean Eats and you can still get these meal plans delivered to your door. Okay, through their service. And Don was trying to pioneer that, and he was going to use me he was going to ship me some meals to test some packaging and some things like that. And I wasn't ready to commit yet. And he kept me up to date when the awesome Edwardsville staff was going to be open, and they made it, and they got it, and they're killing it. Their restaurant is amazing. They are making Clean Eats proud as a franchisee. These girls, they are so polite. Their customer service is amazing, and they've been some of Jill and I's biggest fans, rooting us along all the way. So huge shout out to Clean Eats for playing a giant role in this first 102 pounds and my wife's first 71 pounds. I mean, the amount of ease that they made on our life, the no-brainers, the pre-portioned meals, calorie controls, the macros printed out on everything that they put out. A lot of thought goes into every meal that they make. Guys, a huge shout out to the Clean Eats family. I love you guys. You helped give me my life back, and I couldn't have done it without you. And of course, my wife kicking ass right beside me, helping us make sure that we got healthy dinners as well. It's just it's the perfect storm, guys. I mean, this has been really, really difficult. It's been hard. There's been some days that have we've just had to go to bed early because things were emotionally out of control. And I never ever estimated the mental aspect of this, because guys, when you start getting your physical in check, your mental starts to fall into place. But you have to start realizing a lot of things about yourself, and you start dealing with things. And as your body changes, you deal with different issues. You may have had an insecure feeling about a particular area of your body, but as that starts to change, those insecurities change to other things. Like I'm worrying about loose skin in the future and things like that, and I'm really, really terrified of skin surgery. So I don't want to be Mr. America, super thin or anything like that. I don't want to deal with all that. I just want to lose enough weight to be healthy and to have a quality of life and to be able to enjoy all the things that I've been held back from. I don't want to worry about where I'm going to sit in a restaurant, or if I'm comfortable at the movie theater, or how I fit on an airplane. I don't want to worry about that anymore. And so many people get caught up on obesity rights and how we're not treated fairly as fat people in this world, and as obese people, we don't fit on roller coasters, we don't fit in booths. There are some definite discriminations in the health industry, but that's missing the point. I do not want to identify myself as obese. I don't want to be that. I'm not taking that. I don't own that. I'm not going to own that name tag, because guess what? I'm going to beat this shit. This is Sean's Obesity Beatdown, and I've never been more determined. And if anybody knows me enough, they know that if I get the spark in my ass and I get determined to do something, I'm going to do it. It's going to happen. I'm going to make it work. I've created more with less. And I couldn't have done it without each and every one of you, with all your kind words, your support. There has been zero hate on this mission. Zero. I've got nothing but love and support from strangers. When I'm running into people at the gym that are following our weight loss journey, and they know me by name, and I don't know these people because they're following me in the shadows or whatever. There's people that I didn't necessarily have the greatest friendship or relationship with that are following me and rooting me on. And you just cannot deny the positive force. You just can't. You cannot deny the feeling that this makes. Listen, if I can do this, you can conquer anything. You can conquer anything. Absolutely. Whether you're struggling with drugs or alcohol, they're all addiction issues. They're all addiction issues, and they all deal with the same mental that I was talking about and the same hard work and dedication. There's going to be some pain with, hell, I've been hungry for the I've been hungry for the last 6 months, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because I cannot bottle the joy that I have in my soul right now with the fact that, I'm helping cook dinner now. I'm taking the trash out. I'm helping with the dishes. I'm more of an efficient leader at the shop. The shop is doing better because I'm back on top of my game. The guys are doing better because they see me leading better. I mean, it's all in all, and so many of you people have told me how much of an inspiration this has been. Guys, I'm nobody special. I'm just a fat guy trying to take his life back. And if you find some inspiration in that, then that's awesome. Follow along. I appreciate it. This is getting to be a long video because this 100-pound goal was huge to me. I've never been able to accomplish anything like this in my life, and setting a goal and working so hard for it is great. Now, 100 pounds is awesome. I'm at 102. I have 150 fucking pounds to go. Maybe 148 now, okay? To go to reach what I think is my goal weight. But my first short-term goal is getting out of the 400s forever. I'm out of the 500s, never looking back, never going back there again. But 399 is the next goal. It's just a short 20 plus pounds away from now. And I can't wait to make that video and share that victory with you too. Look, guys, there's no boo-hooing in this video. Nothing but joy. So listen, hug the ones that you love and be careful who you kiss. And I mean that. Think about that. Hug the ones that you love, be careful who you kiss, and seize the day. Now's the time. Quit making excuses. Quit trying to say that, that diet doesn't work for me, because guess what? The bottom line is that I'm not doing anything special. I'm eating a well-balanced meal. I'm controlling my calories, and I'm exercising. If you consume less calories than you burn in a day, you're gonna lose weight. It's science. Point blank. Period. Period. You don't need keto. You don't need Atkins. You don't need South Beach. You don't need a magic pill. You just need hard work and dedication. It's not easy, but that's all you need. Get out there and get it today. Get off the couch right now. Start exercising. Just start moving. And if you can't move, don't worry, because you will be able to eventually. Get on your eating habits. Eat right. Eat the proper portions. Count your calories. Find out where you need to be. Hold yourself accountable, and you will lose weight, because it's 80% diet. Now, exercise helps your whole mental well-being and your health. It's going to speed everything up. However, if you're in a situation where you can't get around very well, you have joint pain, you're morbidly obese, perhaps you're even housebound, start with your diet. Start with your diet. Start working on your mental, and everything will fall into place, I promise you. Listen, thanks you so much for watching all these videos. This has been a documentation of my life, and I hope to God that I've inspired somebody to get up and start living a healthier lifestyle, because everyone is going to benefit from you getting healthy. Everyone around you is going to smile bigger, and they're going to benefit from you getting healthy. Peace out, guys. I'll see you next week. Later.